I work in
Air
the
traffic
control
controller.
tower. Yeah, I'm an air traffic controller.
Air traffic, no controller.
Oh yeah, right. I got a joystick.
I got a joystick.
Not part of the job.
You said controller.
Yeah. Oh yeah, the guys up in the tower.
I heard about some British show. I don't even know what it's called, but they're just fucking all the time in the first season, and then the second season came, and there's like not that much fucking, and people are pissed.
It's that
Game of
show.
Thrones?
Yeah, Game of Thrones. Peter Dinklage just.
My fucking dad. My
Drilling
dad's
everything in sight.
No, it's that dude. It was like the biggest show ever last year. Bridgerton,
something like that.
Or
something
whatever.
like that.
Yeah, Dev's
I think it
really
starts
into
with a B.
I think it's Bridgerton,
Huh.
It's Bridgerton.
but
I've never heard of
I
it.
haven't heard a lot of it. Yeah, it was like last year. It was big.
Yeah,
with,
yeah.
Like they're drilling old school style.
Slam
like an
her
old
head
school
into the
drilling.
pillow.
Yeah,
I will never forget a guy I worked with at a job who told me, "Do you know how you know a show is a good show?" And I went, "How?" And he
Oh,
went,
no.
Because you can jerk off to it." And I
Yeah.
went, "Oh, so like, do you have to keep rewinding?" Or
He was fired immediately.
Did you ask him what his favorite shows were?
And that was my general manager.
SpongeBob SquarePants.
Right afterwards, he said, "You're hired," and I worked there for 20 years.
It's the best boss I ever had.
But so first of all, is he 12 years old? Like, does he not know the internet exists? Like, what's he doing beating off to freaking Mike and Molly? Like, what?
Wow.
No, like I just like they're not like I don't know. Like I was like, do you have to keep rewinding or like?
Yeah, the
You
King of
just-
Queens,
you
you
just-
could pretty much just
you
go
just-
the whole show.
Or you just like are you just ready to go? Like the scene's about to start, and then it's like, okay, I got about a minute, maybe. You know, like
I really got to
It's the
beat this
opening
off quick.
credits.
Yeah. I get off before the episode even starts.
Oh, you can time me from start cold open to the end of the Friends montage theme song. I'm off.
I never skip intro. I never skip it.
and then there's an episode where nothing sexual happens. You're just sitting there, with just like
Just waiting
like,
to beat it.
dick in your
Dick in
mouth,
your hand.
dick in your hand, dick in your mouth, dick in your hand.
Hey, by the time those credits
the hell
roll,
is
I'll be
this
ready
show?
to go again.
Maybe I need to watch it again just to make sure.
How many times do you beat off in a day? Sometimes 6 or 7
Well, it
times.
depends. There's
Well,
a
Game
rerun
of
of
Thrones is
Frasier.
on this time, and then
If I'm having a heavy streaming day, you never know. I might just be inside all day.
this new British show's got me inside all day. Okay,
I don't get it. I don't understand. First of all, why is he telling you, a random employee? Second of all,
A grown man.
a
What
grown
you're
man.
beating
Like,
off to.
like I could get if you were like, hey,
Hey, man.
I'm 12 years old and I only have these 3 VHSs and the TV only goes up to 10 channels. Like, I got to make do with this
Hollow
scene
Man.
in Life as a House. It's a real story. I don't know if you remember that. I think it was like Kevin Costner and somebody. It was called Life as a House, but it had some like old people drilling scenes. And I remember rewinding
like
and
that. Are
rewinding
you
and
telling us
rewinding.
your story? Is this
This
Ryan's
is
story
a real.
right
this
now?
is Ryan's story. Yeah, this is
This is the only movie I got.
This is a theoretical story, of course,
I'm just
where
saying. Let's just say. this
Life
guy
as a
told
House
us-
sex scene. Look it up. Not bad.
Check it
They're
out.
these- 7
Bad at
minutes.
all.
He knows it frame for frame.
You could say it comes around 46.57.
something's coming around before then.
Somewhere around the 46.5 minute mark. There's something you might find interesting.
And
the-
which platform is it streaming on?
It's not. It's like a terrible movie that for some
Old
reason we had on
people
VHS.
drilling.
And by the 48-minute mark, you're all done.
No, you can turn it off. In fact, the
I haven't seen the
VHS
movie
is
after that.
worn out in one area, and the rest, nowhere at all.
I haven't finished it. Never seen the rest of the
Haven't
movie.
started it.
That little stretch of film on the VHS is burned to a crisp.
Forwarded nonstop.
Rewind, fast forward, rewind, play.
Film with my camera phone.
Pause. Oh yeah.
Double-handed masturbation.
Hey, that's super cool that your coworker is just
A
talking about
psychopath.
beating off.
Yeah, that's better than the other one that got arrested for pedophilia, but that's another story.
Ooh.
Before you get into it, last week we
Yeah.
filmed about for an hour 50 minutes and used about 30 of it.
Yeah.
And that was generous. that,
Yeah.
that had some buffer.
Yeah, the beginning was definitely a little
that had a tail on it.
anyway.
Go ahead. It is.
No,
It
there
is a
was
sight to
a
behold.
there was a busser at my work that got fired for sending rock shots to multiple chicks that worked there, including female managers.
You got it.
Like he didn't even, yeah.
Didn't give a fuck,
manage
he
this.
starts-
She was
Exactly.
CCing everybody.
But like the thing was, he was like the most like
Manage this.
at work. He came across as like the most unassuming, innocent guy. Like he was just like, oh yeah, very very happy to be there and make money and bust tables. But then yeah, like multiple chicks were like, yeah, I got a fucking dick pic on Instagram from this guy.
You
Hey
got
Mike, do you think you can cover my shift?
Whoa.
it. Is that a yes?
Are you
Yeah.
are you
So,
under
yeah.
table 7?
At the salad bar?
Whoa.
I'm at work. Can't
Water
cover your
Girl, Water
shift.
Girl has a salad bar, right?
Yeah, they do.
You got a soup.
Yeah, they got a
supplementation
salad
going on
buffet.
in there.
Yeah, they got a buffet.
They have albondigas on Thursdays.
Yes, serve yourself soup.
Suap.
Well,
Oh my God.
crazy employee story. You can keep this one. You can keep this one in if you want. Fucking chick that I knew worked at the place, and she was taking cars to go like do her own like deeds, like go do her own like appointments
errands
and running
in the
errands
cars.
in like the cars
Yeah.
and stuff, and then like came in like civilian clothes. It was like, yep, grabbed a key and was like just going doing stuff. It's like, okay, you can't do that. You're out of here. But then like she was, but then like she was
You're outta
still
here.
like. She
Yeah,
was
you're
still
definitely outta here.
she was still like a good worker. So like, hooked her up at a dealership down the street, and
Get this
so
So she
ended
can
up
do it down there.
no,
Yeah.
no, but
take this act on the street.
Yeah.
hey, she was killing it. She was doing really well, and then she was in like kind of a not a a higher up position, and like a finance position, and was talking to one of the sales guys, and they were getting all chummy. Told them that hey, I have a husband. He's not really my husband, but anyway. So then they go out, they get a little drunk, they make out. They come back, nothing harmless, they make out, whatever. But she felt so bad about it. She told her husband, bought him a new car, all this and that. And then still started talking to the other salesman, got all drunk, fucked him, told the guy. He showed up to the dealership, started choking the sales guy on the floor in front of everybody. You're fucking my wife.
the customers are behind him, like, so do we have a deal?
Yeah.
What do
Can I
we?
get
What
my
do we knock
paperwork
that?
from someone
yeah,
else?
I'm
knock
gonna want that
down.
package on the house.
You're fucking my wife.
So trade or no trade?
Oh, sorry about that, folks.
So, where were we?
Will you excuse me?
So back to the car.
And the finance office is right over here. Just gotta walk around a little bit.
Yeah, just give me a second.
Yeah. I gotta iron out
I
some
gotta-
paperwork.
I gotta-
Burying punches. I know you guys don't have Peacock. Did I mention Firestarter with Zac Efron and how Zac Efron has gone off the rails?
No, you didn't bring that
What
up.
is that about? Is that supposed to be like the
It's a
Carrie
remake.
movie? Or
Yeah,
It's
so
the
it's a
remake of
Stephen
the Drew
King-
Barrymore one,
Drew
right?
Yeah, it's a
Barrymore
Stephen
was
King
Ah.
book, and the Drew
yeah.
Barrymore, and all the reviews are like somehow worse than the original, which was also bad. Like,
Yeah.
But dude, Zac Efron is now playing like handsome dad roles, and he like is wildly overacting in every scene where he's super dramatic, and it's like, dude, I think your talents are best suited for a Seth Rogen
Neighbors.
Gong Show bad
Which is also a remake.
grandpa-esque film. Like you don't need to be doing this. Like it was really odd casting, because yeah, it's just basically like a Carrie movie, like a stupid Blumhouse
Yeah.
piece of shit.
Is it
It's
made
like,
by Blumhouse?
I think so.
Trash.
Yeah, and so it was super weird. You guys got to get Peacock. There's a lot of crap on there, and I haven't gotten around to finding Samuel. Oh, it's Tom Cruise.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what I
Because-
think that's
Because it still has high reviews on Rotten Tomatoes, the Top Gun movie, which
The original
no,
one?
everything I've been reading about, no, even the
This
newest one,
one.
everyone's saying how it's like a good blockbuster movie and stuff, and all these top reviews for it. So I'm like, I'm
well, by
tempted to watch
today's
it.
standards, it probably is
Yeah.
some decent action.
dude, they do crazy digital de-aging on him now, where it's like
Really? Oh,
the wax face, where they
Is-
make him look all young. They
is
did the
he
same
s-
shit in that Mummy movie.
is he, what's it called? Is he playing like a young character in this movie? Do we know?
No, dude, he's
Well,
just old as
I
fuck,
watched
dude.
the original Top Gun last night, and it ends with him becoming an instructor because he saved everybody during that airstrike. So he said, they say you can be wherever you want to go, just say what you want. And he says, I want to be an instructor at Top Gun. So I'm assuming that's what this one is about, him as an instructor.
Leads
And,
right in.
Yeah, they pulled.
What's that actor's name that's in it now? The guy from Whiplash?
Is Val Kilmer not in the new one?
He is.
No. Oh, is he?
He
He is?
The guy with the scars on his face? Miles
yeah,
Teller.
whatever his name. Yeah, Miles Teller. He's in that movie.
Yeah, dude. Tom Cruise is 60
he's
years
He's Goose's son, Rooster.
Hmm.
Now,
Is
my
that
main
real, or-
How do I know
is-
more about this than you guys do?
I've never seen
I
it.
really haven't even. All I've heard is good reviews.
What do you mean you
That's-
never? I'm
never
not talking
seen-
about the original one.
You never seen the original?
No.
I didn't see
Yeah.
the trailer for the new one or read anything about it, other than people are just saying it's a great movie.
Say a lot of things
Soars
are
to
great movies.
highest ever UK opening. Who cares? It's the highest rated movie in Bangladesh.
Those Brits will watch anything.
All friend of the pod. The country.
Yeah.
Country.
The country.
We got a big
Yeah.
Brit.
The
We got
pod
a good
loves, yeah.
British.
We're having
Loving
Boris
it.
Johnson on next week. He's going to walk us through some policy.
We got Tom Hardy's dick coming on 10 times.
If you're ever
It's
in
coming
this
on.
room, if you're ever the smartest guy in the room, leave
In
the
the
Leave,
wrong
room.
leave that room.
You're
You're in the wrong room.
It's easy to be the wolf when you're surrounded by sheep. Okay.
Once she knows that you're okay being alone.
You become very
You'll ne-
dangerous. You'll never go back.
They thought I
go
was
back.
finished.
You're super dangerous.
They didn't realize I'm a warrior.
Tom Hardy just sits around penning
Just
quotes for Instagram. Yeah, that's good.
Yeah, post this next one, but use this
Post this
picture.
next one. Here's, do you see me smoking the cig? Okay, you got it. How many of those can you use? All of them? Okay.
Perfect. They
think,
said I'd be crazy if I tried to shoot for my dreams. But now I'm a billionaire.
I think there's only like a handful of Tom Cruise movies that I
Are
like.
good?
Vanilla Sky's pretty good.
Yeah,
That's
Vanilla
probably the
Sky
last
is cool.
one. That's probably the last one. I think that's like 2001-ish.
I still haven't
so.
seen that. I actually do want to see that. I'm
It's
trying to think. Like,
Eyes
It's
Eyes
crazy.
Wide
Shut.
Shut.
Yeah.
there's another movie that's exactly like Vanilla Sky. It's the exact same plot. It's the Spanish version, and it also has Penelope Cruz in it. I'm pretty sure.
She doubled up.
All the Mission Impossible movies are great. I mean, for what they are. I love
don't
all the
care.
Mission
Yeah.
Impossible movies.
I
only
think
seen
I've
the
seen
first
one.
two.
Yeah, and
Well,
it
The
was
Philip
really
Seymour
cool.
Hoffman one's sick.
2 had Limp Bizkit and Metallica on the soundtrack, and
And
like
yeah.
a
like
lot of slow motion.
Godsmack. I think Godsmack was on the soundtrack.
There was a
It-
sick video game too for I think Mission Impossible 1 that was pretty
Mm.
sick. It was like you would like literally the whole game is like
I
you'd
had it.
like
For
take people's
N64.
yeah, you like take
Yeah.
people's faces. It's pretty cool. Like it's
Interesting.
it was definitely a cool. I guess it would have been on N64 because it would definitely I went from Sega Genesis to N64 to PS2.
Mm.
Sounds very
I
golden
did
eye.
too. I skipped over.
No, I was gonna
PS1.
say like it's just like okay, I played GoldenEye for the third time.
Now I
let's
want to do Mission
Jones and let's
Impossible.
get some. Yeah, we played Mission Impossible.
Well, because
on 64.
PS1
Perfect
came out
Dark.
around the same time as N64,
Perfect Dark
so it was like
was
one or the
best.
other. And I was a hardcore Nintendo 64 guy, and then eventually the writing was on the wall for
Mm.
like legitimate gaming.
Yeah, I had a
And then-
PS1 for sure. I actually
and
have
then
a
it was
PS1 now.
PS2 versus Xbox,
Yeah.
and that was
Yeah.
PlayStation actually kind of came up on that because when Xbox came out, right, it was like Halo was only available on that one,
Mhm.
and so
There was
that
a lot of
big.
Xbox exclusives.
Yeah, and so it was almost like, oh shit, like maybe this is the wrong call to have PlayStation, but then
I think a lot
PlayStation,
of
like,
people
got
went
over.
PlayStation 2, Xbox 360, PlayStation 4,
Yeah,
that's what I did.
I
a lot of people, me.
I've never
I
owned
think a
an
ton of people
Xbox.
went this route.
I've had every PlayStation.
I've had every PlayStation. No Xboxes.
Yeah, never had an Xbox.
Does anybody have PlayStation 5?
No.
No, I've been meaning to, but I haven't gamed in a long time.
It's
I
still
You have
$800 on the
You
third
have
party
anything
market.
else better to do?
I just don't
Yeah.
have time to game right now. I used to game when Dev was doing like homework and stuff, and Max was going to bed early. But now I just
Now
like,
she's
I
busy
have
hitting
no
you over
free
the head
time.
with phones. So
Yeah, I
She's
can't get time to myself at all. Just getting beat.
Ryan and I used to play Halo online, but we would mute it because we didn't want to hear other people talk, and we would just play South Park episodes on southparkstudios.com.
You were that asshole.
We would just
I
no
missed that.
They
we
couldn't
would
hear us
no
either.
we
Okay.
would be muted too, but
That'd
we
be
didn't want
hilarious.
yeah.
You're season
we don't
6.
mic
episode
but just
9.
headphones off right up to the
Turn
computer.
that
Just,
shit off.
Yeah, I was gonna bring that one up as well. What about Jerry Maguire?
I actually
love
like
Jerry
Jerry
Maguire.
Maguire. I
It's a
like
good
Jay
movie.
Moore in it.
They're all
Yeah.
like chick flicks. All these movies are chick flicks.
Is Jerry
Maguire's
chick
chick
flick?
flick? I thought it's like Draft Day.
No. They try to get the guys to come out with the football.
With the Cuba. The boys come for Cuba.
What
The
about
girls stay for Jerry.
The boys go for Cuba.
Boys are coming for
The
Cuba.
boys always coming for Cuba.
Dude, Cuba's wild, dude. He's
Cuba,
for the
hey,
boys for sure. That guy's always getting in trouble.
remember Cuba Gooding Jr. when he was at UFC? He was like octagon signed at UFC and he was all wasted.
Mm-mm.
Oh,
YouTube
I love
it.
it.
There's
Yeah,
like a ton of,
or maybe it was at a boxing match.
there's
Kyle,
like a
don't
ton
you
of
remember
videos
this?
of him wasted, and
Yeah,
like
he's
he has like
trashed.
the chicken box on his head, and like
Yeah, he was
like
fucked up.
The chicken
Dude.
box.
yeah, there's like a picture of him with like a KFC like chicken box on his head, and like
He's gone off the rails after Dog Patrol, or what was that thing he was in? Snow Dogs?
Boat trip.
You know, he was in
Snow
a
Dog.
Boat
It was
Trip.
he was in
Snow
a
Dog.
career ender. Boat Trip. Is that a real movie?
radio.
Boat Trip is a classic. Hey, Boat Trip is a classic.
Wait,
No,
doesn't
that
Boat
was
Trip
it.
have
The dude
Horatio
kept calling him
Sands in it?
radio.
Yes. It's
Tyler,
so good.
Tyler, that was it, right? The dude kept calling him radio. He's like, "Oh man, we're not with radio."
That's 100% what it was. Yeah.
See if
Oh
you can find it on YouTube.
my
He's
Wow.
like, "Radio's acting a
God.
fool."
Honestly,
we need to find and review Boat Trip.
honestly,
What
I probably have
is
seen that
this?
movie more times than I've seen like actual good movies.
I don't think I've ever seen it.
It's classic.
Oh my
Is
God.
that with Horatio Sands?
That's
Yeah.
what I
Yeah,
just said.
it's
Oh,
classic.
okay, yeah, got you.
Oh
And they
my
have to-
God.
They have to pretend to be a gay couple, right?
Ah,
Yeah.
yes.
The
I
chick
think I
in
have
it,
seen
the
it.
chick in it is not Ava Mendes and not Sofia Vergara, but basically like
That chick.
some second-rate version of them. I forget her name.
Vivica A. Fox and Rosalind Sanchez.
Yeah.
Well, what's funny is you said last week that it was
That's
Vivica
so.
A.
Oh my
Fox,
god!
and
I
it's
was
not
gonna
her
say
at
that.
all.
Yeah.
Oh,
In
wasn't
Undercover Brother.
in Undercover Brother?
Yeah.
Wasn't? Oh,
It was just some random lady. But the boat trip first still is Cuba in a hot air balloon.
oh yeah.
I don't know why or what plot devices brought them to a hot air balloon, but it seems to be a lot of them.
Have you guys ever seen Eyes Wide Shut?
Yeah.
Yes.
I didn't
Nope.
even like
Recently.
it. I didn't understand the concept of it.
It's
Uh,
Kubrick's unfinished movie that someone else filmed.
Allegedly.
Isn't it like a sex pervert movie?
Yes.
It's not
It
a
is,
sex
but there's
pervert
no
movie.
real explanation behind it. I
Yeah.
didn't I left that movie being like confused.
Never been a big
his
Nicole Kidman guy.
Yeah,
No?
I mean, I don't really care for her either that much at all, to be honest with you. But I mean, it's just like his buddy is like playing piano somewhere. Well, for his wife tells him that she wants to cheat. She had thoughts about cheating on him, and he gets all upset, but he doesn't do it anyway. So I was like, always like, all right, whatever. So he just goes out in the town, and then he meets the guy. The guy says he plays blindfolded for like a secret society, and like gives him the address he's not supposed to give him, and then he ends up going there, and through a series of like you need to get a
Wacky
costume.
hijinks.
Yeah, it's like each person that he meets, like he meets
It's-
somebody to
yeah.
get the costume, and then he meets somebody else to do this, and then he does something else, and then the next day kind of recaps with everybody that he meets with like the results of everything that he did, and obviously it's just supposed to be that shocking part of like the orgy, the secret society orgy or whatever. But
Yeah,
Right.
those are the
it's-
wacky
sounds awful.
hijinks I was
It's-
thinking of.
you know, it's
Well, that's why I think it was like a little confusing because I guess the whole movie was based upon being like so shocking, like, oh, this does happen with the rich and famous and stuff like that. And then now when I watched it, I don't know, maybe like 10 years ago or so, I was still just like, I mean, it's not that shocking.
No, I mean it's Stanley Kubrick. It's a Stanley
Yeah.
Kubrick film, and he wanted to do a movie with like a real couple, or whatever. But yeah, but like that what's his name? The army sergeant guy, Arlie Ermy.
Ermy. Yeah.
Arlie Ermy. Yeah.
Yeah.
He was like, yeah, he called me a couple of days before he died, and he said it was a huge piece of shit, and he hated it, and like all this stuff. And everybody was like, everybody was
Hey,
like, no,
check it out.
he didn't say that. I work with him every single day, and he didn't say that. He was very satisfied with it. Blah blah blah.
It's a piece of shit.
Thing fucking sucks. I'm about to croak.
Safely say from Stanley Kubrick's estate, this thing sucks.
This thing stuck.
First of all, it's got Tom Cruise in it. Let's just start right there.
How'd they even get the two into frame together? Because Tom Cruise like 5'7" and
Yeah,
Nicole
Nicole
Kidman's
Kidman's
like 6 foot.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You're
I'm
just
sure.
like-
I'm
He has
sure
to
he brings
stand on a
I'm
box.
sure he brings a soapbox. There you go. With him.
Yeah.
Everywhere he goes, he's got a locker.
He's got
for
his
it.
stool,
They keep one in every
Did
studio.
anybody ever watch the movie Tall Girl on Netflix?
No.
No.
I can't imagine anyone in this group finding any interest in clicking it. It's ridiculous. Like, and I don't
I've
even
never
know if
even
you guys
heard of
would
it.
watch any of this. There's like a genre of movies that I probably exist elsewhere, but on Netflix, it's very prevalent. Is like the teenage fake movie, right? Where it's like always in a high school. It always has like TikTok star in it. And it's like not a movie. It's like it's trying to be like those like raunchy like teenage movies from like our generation, but like modernized. Like there's literally He's All That with that Addison Rae TikTok person. I'm seeing a lot of blank faces. You guys don't keep up on your 16-year-old
not a
trends.
TikTok.
I actually I watched She's All That a couple of days ago.
It's a classic.
I'm not on TikTok.
I'm not on MySpace per se. No, it's not that I follow any of that stuff. It's just that like they always pop up on the Netflix home screen. It's like, one, how is my algorithm? I guess it's because I'm clicking on them. Like, what are these? They're not, and they're like not movies.
Ryan,
like
movies
fake.
that you'd like.
All right,
Teenage
guess we'll
movie. Teenage movie 2.
romp.
Teenage movie 3.
Why are all these shitty ass movies? Well, I
But
guess I should click them.
It did lead to Slackers, which I had never seen, and I got to be honest, I loved that movie.
Hey,
That
I
movie's
love
great.
that movie.
Stalker's
I thought
great.
it was great. Like
It's a great movie.
Jason
Yeah.
Schwartzman is like legitimately hilarious in it.
No,
It
he's
makes no
super funny.
sense. You're like, is this the bad guy? Is this he's just
Yeah.
around? He's
Yeah.
just doing things.
Like
He's
he's
just
like
around.
when he's imagining hooking up with them, he's the,
Dude,
what's
it's
up,
so
he's like,
funny.
He's like, what's up, you fucking freaky bitch?
Like Viv and I kept looking at each other like, because you're wondering like, are they taking it seriously, right? Or is this filmmaker taking it seriously when they do that? And when those montages make it very clear that the answer to that is no. They are
Well, that
not taking it
movie-
seriously.
That movie came out right around when Van Wilder came out, so it has that same kind of like, oh, we're in college and some weird shit happens in college, and that's why that movie's so fucking funny. Because
I used to watch that movie on Comedy Central like
I
all
have
the
the
time.
I have the
when
DVD,
I was
so I used
in
to watch it
middle school.
all the time.
Well,
whole
you guys
concept-
know I'm in love with Devin Sawa. So
Isn't
Dude, he
Peter
kills it.
Segal or whatever his
Dude,
name is?
Jason
so
Segel.
it's funny you mentioned that. Jason
Segel?
Segel's in it.
Or Jason Segel.
Peter's his character from Forgetting Sarah
That's right.
Marshall.
That's right. That's right.
Nice.
You might as well
Well,
do
no,
his character and everything.
it's crazy how bad things get because he's kind of rocking like a handsome Heath Ledger thing in that movie where he's kind of like pulling it off, where you're kind of like, oh, Jason Segel's kind of like the handsome sidekick in this. Like, where did this go? And then you see like the next movies, and he just looks like a fucking piece of shit.
Well, that's like
all right.
that's
Ho.
like him in SLC Punk because he's like the waspy, like Hamptons guy who like hangs out with them and like wears like polos and glasses and stuff.
Cam, the scene you just referenced comes out of absolutely nowhere and is
Why did
so
you shut up,
bizarre.
ho?
Where him and Scientology, Laura Prepon or whatever, are
Yeah.
just going back and forth, being like, "You limp dick bag, you you slut," and then they start making out, and you're like, "What is this?" They never met.
Why don't you make me, you hoe? Yeah.
And there's scenes like that all like the whole point of the movie I thought was like, they're cheaters and they're gonna get into wacky cheating hijinks. But not really. That kind of goes away 1/4 through
No,
the
it's just the
movie.
beginning. It's just the beginning. They
Yeah.
have the Graham scheme,
At
and that's
the end,
and then
like, oh yeah, we're cheaters.
and then he finds out.
And then like there's no resolution to that either because he's like, we learned our lesson and we learned how to print diplomas.
Yeah.
That's the cherry on top of like they do not care. This is not a movie. This is just like funny shit. Like there's no point to it. But I loved it. I thought it was super funny. Like it legitimately like caught me off guard. It wasn't just like it wasn't Van Wilder, right? It wasn't just
Right.
like then he comes on a donut.
Yeah.
Like
It's the gum.
which once again never seen.
Yeah.
Just
Never
referencing what
seen
you
Van
meant.
Wilder.
You never seen Van
I've
Wilder?
seen bits and pieces of it, but like honestly, like the first thing I was ever like aware of Ryan Reynolds was Blade 2.
Ooh,
No, that's 3.
he's in
Three, sorry,
Trinity,
Blade
yeah.
3. Yeah, Blade Trinity.
Oh, he's unleashed in Blade Trinity. He's coming with insane one-liners the whole fucking movie.
And taking his shirt off. That's
Whoa, that's a
what
good-
he's there for.
Yeah, that's insane. I forgot about Blade Trinity. I think Triple H is in Blade Trinity as well.
He is
Yeah,
a classic Hunter Hounds.
Hunter
Hunter
Hearst
Hearst
Helmsley.
Hunter Hearst Helmsley. Classic. My dad's favorite wrestler.
Oh hell yeah, legend.
Legend. The chick from Slackers, like I had to look her up because like, oh, this chick's hot. Like, but I've never seen her in anything else. She was in Pearl Harbor. I don't remember.
I have
Liv
to even
Tyler?
look her up.
It's not Liv Tyler. I guess she's some other side character.
No, she's like a Misha Barton stand-in.
Mm.
to another hack.
To the movie I'm
No.
making.
Angela Patton. Yeah, she was in White Chicks. That's right.
Mm.
I knew that one.
Once again, a movie I've never seen. Where you're like,
What?
oh,
She's in
You
Blow.
miss you
apparently.
white chicks?
Oh,
Oh,
crazy.
dude.
But if he sees it now, like he's
Dude.
just gonna.
Yeah, I don't know if you'd
know.
like it now,
yeah,
but I
White
love
chicks.
that movie.
I mean, dude,
It's
that
hilarious.
was
It's cringe, but it's classic.
nah, that's Terry
Yeah.
Cruz's coming out party.
Oh yeah.
I was the first.
Isn't that a movie that could like never be made?
Oh,
Oh,
never,
dude.
Never.
Oh,
never.
oh, it's I
feel like
I'm
all
surprised they
Wayans
made it then.
brothers are like
Dude.
never can be made again
Okay,
type of movies.
there's a few scenes obviously for everyone where you go back and like I have memories of several scenes where me and my sister would just like rewind that shit millions of times, just falling on the floor laughing. And
Oh
I
yeah.
think the Terry Crews 1,000
Robot?
miles scene.
Oh, the 1,000
No, the
Mile
1,000
one.
mile scene. I think that scene is one of those where I would just rewind it a million times and die laughing.
Or him like rolling and he's like
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
that shit's so
the
funny.
big ass robot. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what the scene's called.
Yeah.
Big ass robot. That was the only thing printed on the page.
Yeah.
we should all come with like 10 movies each and just see if Ryan has seen them or not.
You could do it right now. No,
He's already
no,
reeled off
no,
like 3.
no.
That's
No,
But
lucky.
then like
I'm
random
jealous of that.
movies on Netflix
I'm
that
definitely jealous
are
of that.
terrible.
Yeah, I was
So-
about to say, but he's seen TikTok star
Yeah, but I've
movies.
seen
Yeah.
He's All That.
I feel like we've talked about this before, but with the just speaking about the Wayans brothers remind me. So me and Dev the other night watched the first Scream, and could not get into it because all we kept doing was just referencing Scary Movie the
Oh, yeah.
entire movie. Because
You see where it all
Dev-
comes from.
Dev's like, Dev did not know David Arquette was Doofy in Scary Movie. So she's like, oh, so they're like pretending like he's mentally retarded or something. And I'm like, yeah,
Yeah, because he's like,
that's the whole
he's like-
joke is how terrible of an actor he is in this movie.
yeah.
Well, that's like when you watch She's All That. It's not another teen movie the entire time. It's the
it's
you
the
can't
entire
even watch
time.
when they're like walking around the school picking out the girls. It's like they filmed it at the same school. Like
Yeah.
So Not Another Teen Movie came out in 2004, I
Wow.
think.
Mm.
Or something like that. But my question was is Jason Schwartzman's character being parodied because he's so insanely obsessive, but the movie itself seems like parody. So I feel like it didn't have like they weren't referencing
I don't
that
think it wasn't him. Yeah, no, it wasn't
as like
him.
the the
yeah.
guy who keeps getting hurt and stuff
Yeah,
and Not Another
the
Teen
obsessive best friend.
Movie. Yeah, the
no, that's from 16 Candles. He's the
Yeah,
friend
it's some-
from 16
okay,
Candles.
okay.
That's the parody of that guy.
So have you guys seen David Arquette, have you guys seen Never Been Kissed?
Yes.
Of course, that's Drew Barrymore.
Dude,
When he's the cool guy in it.
that's what's so bizarre.
Yeah.
That's the weirdest part of the
He's
movie
the
is
coolest guy in the
and
school.
and they had to like tiptoe around it because girls want to like fuck him, but they're in
Yeah.
high school, so they had to be like, I mean, we kind of want these scenes, but we don't want this movie to be banned, so let's just let it play out and see what
But the
happens.
reverse is totally
Totally
fine.
chill. That is
Yeah,
totally
Drew Barrymore can fuck all of these high school boys,
Yeah, yeah.
but
fine. Pretty
you
sure
imply-
that's not in the movie.
Actually,
she's
as a matter
fucking
of
all of them.
Are you sure you've seen
Actually.
it?
These were in the
bits
TV
and pieces, you know.
These were in the
I
DVD
filled in- I
extras.
filled in a few
I think
spots.
you're referring to Never Been Dicked. the
She goes back to
faithful
school
parody.
to bang all of the boys.
But like he's like the cool
Never been
guy,
kissed.
captain of the football
On the
team,
butthole.
but then he's
Yeah, he's
getting mad
captain
at
of,
Drew
like the baseball
Barrymore.
team because
Yeah, but
he's
she-
getting
like-
like a scholarship.
Yeah, but you're 40 years old. Like,
Yeah.
why are you having to go back to school too? Like,
Don't
doesn't
ruin
make
my
any
shot. You know.
Yeah, he's like getting mad at Drew Barrymore for ruining his shot. It's like, but you're in a high school baseball team as a 35-year-old man. Like,
They're gonna check your
they're
social
gonna
security.
check your ID.
Yeah, it's like it's the Billy Madison plot. It's like you can't be in first grade for 2 weeks and 12th grade for 2 weeks too. Like,
Dude, it's crazy how much they've given up on movies. Like, I see that Secrets of Dumbledore movie, which I had never even
HBO.
heard of,
Yeah,
right? I
already
never
on
even
HBO.
heard of it until it was already on HBO. Like, they're just like, you
Dev went and saw it in the theaters with her mom, and she was just like, even as like a super fanatic of all Harry Potter, she was just like disappointed because it's the same thing as what all the reviewers are saying. Like they could have done so much more with just the Fantastic Beasts guy. But
Yeah.
then they had to make it this whole prequel about Dumbledore and all this shit and make it into another Harry Potter movie that was so unnecessary. No one gave a shit.
They
Yeah.
panicked. They panicked because you had the Fantastic Beast, which is just like its own thing, but they didn't
Yeah.
have the balls to be like, no, we're gonna just do this and have it be a story. They're like, well, fuck,
Yeah.
we need to start referencing things.
Yeah, we
And
need to start
then
tying it back.
Harry comes back,
Yeah.
and
You guys
he's
remember Harry Potter?
like,
You're a
okay.
Potter, Harry.
They're just redoing the same lines. They're explaining to 50-year-old Daniel Radcliffe.
Hey,
And they're
You're
just
a
staring at
wizard,
the
Harry.
camera.
I know.
Cam, you know that shit about Ezra Miller? Cam?
Yeah, about him constantly fighting people in Hawaii or some
yeah,
shit.
yeah. That
Oh, I
shit's
thought he was a
super
sex
funny.
pervert.
That
No,
too. He's got a lot of
yeah.
different things going on. He's
Got a couple
super,
irons in the fire
yeah,
legally.
Well, I
parts
guess
he's
Illegal
trying out.
irons in the
I
fire.
mean, hey,
He's got
first
some
of all,
parts he's trying to
you have to refer
method
to him
act
as
out.
they. You have to refer to
That's
him as
right.
they because he's binary. But
Hey,
so
he's a bad day. He's a
they've
bad
been
boy.
doing some bad shit out in Hawaii. They
They be
threw
doing.
a chair. Yeah, they threw a chair at a chick, and it gashed her head.
Oh
And
shit.
it did. I think he threatened to kill a couple.
His fine was looking binary. one,
Yeah.
one,
Wait,
one, zero,
so-
Yeah, there
wait,
was a
hold
lot
on.
to it.
Hold on. I need more celebrity gossip. He's vacationing in Hawaii, and
He's
one thing
living
leads to
there.
another, and he is threatening a couple on
There was a-
vacation.
Well, there was a video of him getting thrown out of a karaoke bar, I believe.
Yeah, it
and,
was.
and
As
getting
you
shoved
do.
by a bouncer. And then I think that he got arrested for this whole thing where he broke into. I think he knew the couple, but he broke into their house and threatened them. I don't know how severe the threats were, but
It wasn't
they-
a one-time thing. He's
Yeah.
gotten arrested like
Yeah,
2 or 3
yeah.
times.
He also had a video
They
before all this
got
happened.
arrested 2 or 3
Yeah, they
times.
also had a video before that happened where a fan came up to him in the middle of a store, and she was like totally fanning out on him, so he just grabbed her by the neck and like took her to the like choked the shit out of her, like took her to the ground. yeah. Like the person filming was like, "Oh," like they're like, "Ah, ha, ha." Yeah, they're like Ezra's friend. They're like, "Ah, ha, ha." Yeah, and then once he chokes, they're like, "Oh no, stop!"
The fuck? And he bailed so fast. That's how he got the part for the Flash.
Yeah.
Yeah. They are the Flash as well. Yeah. In the Justice League
Sorry, honey.
movies.
Sorry.
God,
I was gonna say, what? How did he get kicked out of the karaoke bar? Was he like?
I think he threw a chair
Choked
and
someone
it hit a chick. It like gashed a chick's head.
He said he was going to do
"Sir,
American
you
Pie,
can't do Doja Cat 5 times in a
which
row."
is 10 minutes long. So they said, "You're out of here."
Man, you
You're
don't
good
know.
to go.
You don't know American Pie is a 9-minute song until you're singing it.
I love the idea of somebody coming up to him for an autograph and that ending in a choking.
Yeah, took him
Son
to
of
the
a
ground.
bitch!
Yeah.
I'll kill you.
Hey
I
man,
mean,
I'm a huge fan. I really right.
Fantastic Beast was
You got,
never
like,
gonna
cinnamon
win.
toast crunch and like fruity pebbles falling on you.
My son's a big fan of the Flash. Here's him in his favorite costume.
Fuck you.
Here's him in his favorite costume.
Here's him in his Flash pajamas.
He's getting like the bagels, and he's just like.
I'm gonna guess that some drugs are involved there, unless the
He's got
guy's
some
just
mental
fucking
health
nuts.
issues.
Yeah.
He's in that. Have you guys seen that movie? It's called like We Need to Talk About Kevin. I think it's called.
I've
With
heard of it,
him?
never seen it.
It's where he's like, he has like he's in like a perfect family, but he just has all these mental issues, and the family can't figure out how to help him. And he obviously like he's like a sociopath.
Hollywood's been leaving you breadcrumbs to these scenes by the casting.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like,
they wrote
guy's
this
a
movie
ringer.
about him. You know.
Yeah. And your name is Kevin.
As whoa.
You
Kevin,
scratched out
Kevin.
Ezra and you wrote Kevin.
You even put Kevin Miller. Like you even used my last name.
Okay, but then episode 3, we say your real name's Ezra.
Just for like some clarity.
It's a cliffhanger.
We kind of it's just easier. It's kind of like in what's that movie? Is that Beer Fest where the big guy
And
dies?
can we just call you landfill?
Yeah.
He's
Yeah.
like, and just for simplicity's sake, we're just gonna call you landfill.
That's the best.
Can it, college boy?
Damn. I haven't seen Beer Fest in a while. I
He's
feel
like, we've been working so hard for this. He's like, technically, you've only been here for
Yeah.
like a week.
Yeah, dude, I need to rewatch that. That has like Will Forte in it, and
yeah.
Oh,
I
it's
haven't
so
seen it in
that's
a minute.
that's a constant rotation.
It
I
is,
think
me
it's on
too.
HBO Max.
Yeah.
I feel like we used to just
Yeah.
watch that. That reminds me of like Red Rockets.
Oh yeah, it 100%
Yeah.
does. Because that was right around there.
Oh, there it
that
is.
time. You got the Rockets on?
Rock it up.
Oh my
Rocket it
god,
up. Rocket it
what
up.
is this?
What?
When did this even come out? Miami Vice?
2006.
No,
2006.
Miami Vice with Jamie Foxx
Oh.
and Colin Farrell.
Yeah, that
and
came
Colin
out a
Farrell's got
long
like a
ass time ago.
mullet.
Oh,
It
yeah.
just got added to HBO Max.
That's
What
a Michael
the
Bay movie, isn't it?
hell?
Yeah. It got added a
Oh
long
my
time ago.
God. 2.5 hours long.
Yeah.
Oof.
That's a tough watch.
That's a lot. That's a long time.
That's a tough watch.
That's a
boys.
long time.
That's a long time.
2.5 hours. Huh? That's a long time.
And they're trying to, because I think some of the feedback is like, Jude Law's in like a suit. Why is he in Harry Potter? Now they're making him look like Dumbledore. They got him with like a big Rasputin
goatee.
beard.
Yeah.
It's like,
And he's hooking up with every wizard in a 5-foot radius.
and then we bring Emma Watson back, and he's drilling her. Dumbledore and Hermione.
I
And
don't
then
think it correlates with the rest of the movie.
No,
I don't
the time
care.
machine. We got the time machine scene, right? That's how we
listen,
get
listen.
Hermione with Dumbledore.
So listen, we get the bad guy who has mind control. Dumbledore imagines himself drilling Hermione.
This one's called Cruciata Sex. It's actually
All
very
right, Mike,
dark.
we gotta
it's quite a spell.
wrap this movie up early.
David
All right.
Yates is going
Have
off the
Ezra
rails.
come in and throw a chair at him.
All right, Ezra, you know what to do.
you done this before. That'll end the film.
I need to know more about the couple that he knows, because I'm always telling Viv that, like, because she is very friendly and I am very not. So like when we're on vacation and stuff, I'm like, dude, I don't want to talk to anyone. Like, I don't want to meet. I don't want to know this guy's story. I don't want to know her story. I don't care.
Yeah.
And I just met these guys at the pool.
That's right, dude, where you're like, that's
guys.
great, but I don't want to know these guys. I've seen enough forensic files to know that
Oh yeah.
they're trying to rob you in some form or fashion.
No, it's okay. It's the whole high school wrestling team.
They're good guys. You gotta cruise over.
They wanna put you in a wrestling move.
check this out.
Oh, help!
Like, I don't need new friends. Like, I don't care. I don't want, like, what's the best case scenario? Remember Linda and Tom from Hawaii? So who cares?
Yeah.
Like, those were people that existed. Like,
I have this conversation all the time with people because like I always get called out at work for being like not hanging out with people outside of work. Like I don't hang out with the crew and they go out and drink and shit. And I'm always like, you guys don't understand. I have friends. I'm good. Like I don't want to make new friends. I don't care what you guys are doing. Like I've had the same friends forever and I'm good with that.
That was my first job when I worked at K1 Speed, that go-kart place. And I was 17, and so I'm working, these 10-hour shifts and just and this was my first job, so I'm like, this sucks. I actually have to work. I didn't know I had to like do so much manual
This
labor
isn't
at this
drinking.
fucking job.
This fucking stinks.
I can't come in here drunk, and
Wait, I saw movies of people on the job site having fun. What's going on?
What the hell is this?
I thought I was gonna drive the go-karts the whole time.
And so I was working like, because I told the guy, I was like, I want to make a lot of money, so I'll work a ton. So of course I get booked like 5 days a week, like 5 or 6 days a week. And so I have like one day off, and I have coworkers coming up to me and like, yo, we're gonna come back here and race tomorrow if you're in. I know you got it off. And I'm like, you want to come back to work?
Thanks for taking
Oh,
me to the carnival.
oh,
I was already
Oh,
at.
yeah.
Yeah, I was already at.
dude, no.